Before you scroll, you'd better be alone yourself because Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, just released a series of startling photos that will make you gasp. Her gothic glamour is replaced in these sun-drenched photos with a vampy, barely there beach appearance that leaves little room for interpretation. You may recognize her as the campy icon with black velvet, wild hair, and crimson lips, cracking skull jokes by candlelight. You'll learn Elvira's backstage trick for maintaining every curve flawlessly framed, regardless of how strong the wind or waves are, if you stick with me through every sultry frame, especially that last reveal, which admirers are already describing as her most captivating moment ever. On a foggy Pacific coast, it all started around sunrise. Elvira appears in the first picture wearing a custom onyx black micro bikini with thin straps that lace across her back and behind her neck as she emerges from the silver-tinted surf. The razor-thin cups of the triangle top shape her bust, and the plunging V-cut of the matching bottoms creates the sexiest possible silhouette around her hips. With her shoulders back, head pointed, and lips parted in that trademark mischievous grin, she freezes as the first pale light peeks over the horizon, one foot touching the water's edge and the other tied into the sand. The Fangoria forums were ablaze with comments like Elvira Unleashed, Goth Goddess, an absolute icon after that one image of her with sea fog drifting behind her. The scene changes to a tidal lake that resembles a crater in the late morning when you scroll to the second shot. Elvira is wearing a bold scarlet one-piece with skeletal side cuts that turn her curves into living art as she relaxes on a weathered stone slab. Behind-the-scenes video shows stylists lining each edge with tiny silicone strips and medical-grade tape, which is Elvira's go-to method for maintaining her style no matter how much she plays with Frankenstein waves. With her legs spread wide and her thigh arcing, she balances herself on one elbow and then gives the lens a mischievous eyebrow arch. Crimson Queen, Poolside Peril, and Elvira's Flawless were among the many comments that erupted. Under a canopy of driftwood, Elvira intensifies the horror-chic atmosphere halfway through. Bold color meets campy cult classic in shot 3, which shows her mid-stride in knee-deep water while sporting a neon green sport bikini with occult symbols embossed on the top. Elvira is heard directing the activity in the candid audio. More hair flip, let's get that undead wind in my tresses. The photographers employed a high-contrast filter to make the neon glow like ectoplasm. Sporty sorceress, neon necromancer, and Elvira kills were yelled by the crowd. Prepare yourself for the penultimate frame, however, if you find that spine-tingling golden hour on a blood-red cliff. Elvira appears wearing a metallic micro bikini in rose gold, which shines like a vampire's chalice. She is standing in an invocation posture with her arms up and one leg bowed, toes pointing and heel up. The sight seems like a pagan ceremony, with the breeze whipping her hair back and spray beads glistening like diamonds. Critics praised it as Elvira's ultimate enchantment and liquid rose magic. The ultimate finale, Twilight on the Pale Dunes, comes last, and is the most terrifying. Elvira enters the picture just with that same rose gold bikini underneath and a sheer ebony sarong knotted low at her hip. With each stride, the sarong teases glints of shimmer as it floats around her legs like a ghostly shroud. Her back arched, mouth curved in a sly grin, arms reaching for the moon, her silhouette etched against the rising stars and indigo sky, she turns 3/4 away. Her most terrifying reveal to far has already been named, that last frame, unvarnished, unafraid, and indelible. Iconic, jaw-dropping, and Elvira's crowning moment are the words that fans gasp. What is Elvira's backstage trick for these wind-defying, horror-proof looks then? She makes sure no wind poltergeist can shake her confidence by carrying extra micro straps in her utility belt and lining every seam with double-sided fashion tape. Here is your grimoire of Elvira's captivating gallery. As you planning your own edgy beach shoot, choose one neon and one metallic set, tape all edges together, Shoot at dawn or twilight for that dramatic glow, and bring your mistress kit of tape and straps. Then, to summon your own bold charm, cast your top reveal with hashtag Elvira Unmasked. You know you've seen the real mistress of black glamour in action when Elvira showed off everything with complete grace.